Hi, it's Starseed channel. I'm Yoshi. Hello, I'm Akiko. Nice to see you again. So today I'm filming this video here at Starseed Cafe in Tokyo. And the topic we're going to discuss about is whether if we should prepare for anxieties for the future or not. That's what we're going to talk about today. And I do hear people talk about their worries and anxieties for the future, time to time. Akiko, would you prepare and get ready for your future just in case? No, I wouldn't prepare for my future at all. Sorry if I'm not helping. Some people say it's actually better not to prepare for the future, while some say we should. And I'd like to discuss about how we understand this and use it well today. First of all, let's clarify what sorts of worries people have. First thing comes up in my mind is the current situation going around the whole world. The entire world is in a movement of becoming controlled societies. Some worry about we are going to have less freedom of choice in future, and we might be going to face food shortage problem from now on. Some may have anxiety for natural disaster, and in extreme, some believe we're on a path of the end of the earth. Scores of different types of anxieties and worries are swirling in our society. But well, the point is, how are we going to survive this chaotic situation? What is your opinion on this, Akiko? So it's about natural disaster, food shortage problems, control societies, and disturbances happening around us, if I'm right? Well, the thing is that we're repeating same things over and over. One thing I can say is that it's been said repeatedly in the past, in each era, that we're facing food shortages, controlled societies, and natural disasters since very long ago. Also about the term abnormal weather, which you often hear on media, and to think about it, it's been always said and it's not that new to us. I personally think it didn't just start now, but it's the repetition of history, and that's how I think. Of course, that doesn't mean you don't need to prepare for it. There is a famous quote which was written on an ancient mural in Egypt, saying, "Young people nowadays have no manners." It's the same principle. This means people think it was better in the past, but not now. This mind are passed on, and people keep on saying the same things. So I would think those ancient people also have faced food shortages and natural disaster, and probably thought, "Oh, what a time we are living in." But people would say the same things in any time, in any generation, so it's just happening again. This is my opinion. And it is true, every generation have its own histories and many things happen in each era. However, I personally, as far as I lived as a human being on this earth, which isn't that long, but I think this moment is the biggest event happening in my life so far. And it is also true that somewhere inside me feel like, oh, this is a disaster. But at the same time, I took it as an opportunity and faced myself and kept on questioning myself throughout those past 2 years. I had lots of conversation within myself. A question like what's right and what's wrong. And I took this chance to go beyond that point, to go even further into my spirituality. And so, this is my very personal opinion, but I will tell you a conclusion I came to. I simply love creating a whole new scene, which I've been doing in my business as well. Creating things that haven't developed yet or creating completely new sense of values as fast as possible is my passion and definitely a favorite thing to do. For example, I first made computer programming when I was in primary school, which was pretty maniac back then, that no one was doing it. And also, I don't really hear 3 years old meditating, which I did bizarrely. I also was a pioneer in IT field in Japan, so I love creating something different and do it before anyone else does it. Well then now, what's my current motivation? Is that by looking at what's going on in this world right now, I honestly think it is pretty intense and we're witnessing a very moment of big time shift. But to think about it, it isn't easy to have a dramatic change otherwise. Because of the current situation, it's been enough to motivate many of us to make changes from old ways of thinking to latest ways of thinking and living. I probably didn't even think this deep if I had same old days as 3 years ago. I don't think I would be advocating people a completely new way of thinking in a new era, just like I'm doing now. So I find all these elements of changes in the world are perfect to motivate myself. And of course, when you make a change, fear comes with it, and it's natural. In order to create something new, you need to destroy what you believed in the past. What to destroy varies, I suppose. Perhaps it might appear in this world like Koro-chan, that we are facing now, but it actually made a new movement. So I take it very positively. Well then, would I prepare for future or not? The answer is yes, but it's rather more creation than preparation. With my passion and with the positive motivation, I've been ready to create a new world. So, Akiko, I would think what comes up next is, when people prepare for something negative events, there will be an idea what if something more negative things happens. Ah, that makes sense. That gives a negative impact to our subconsciousness. That's where I'd like to dig into today, and I want to ask your opinion. Yes, I am sure most of the people feel the same time shift, that we're about to be in a new era. It is a matter of your choice whether if you prepare for the future with fear or try to enjoy creating new world as much as possible with joy and take actions. I see those two extreme choices. Either mind is okay if your fear motivates you to prepare for the worst situation, or take the situation as a chance to create something new. These two energies and the motivation that leads you to the actions you make in the end are completely different. And that's the important point. One is the consciousness, which fear is the motivation to prepare, because you know you are going to be anxious, and you think preparation must be done. Or you simply want to do it. There's no doubt that we live in this moment, and if you can be motivated to make some action with some excitement, or it doesn't even have to be excitement, but if you can change your fear to a positive action, it turns into a big chance. I understand it is an era for those of people see things as it looks, might be overwhelmed by anxieties and worries. So I really think this is important, to take things positively and switch your energy to a creator's mode. It doesn't matter if the first trigger was a worry or a fear, but it's all about how positive you can shift your mind and energy to enjoy your creativity. And I think this is the core of this issue. By the way, I don't think an action lasts if you are motivated by fear.